Whew, okay, I'm gonna try to be coherent to get through this, because quite frankly, that thing was freaking hard. I mean, it looks bad on paper, and it really wasn't that bad. Like, it's just, I think it was, I can't really do math very well right now, but I think it's like 118 reps total, and it's just hard on the breathing, man. Really hard on the breathing. Bear complex, you do a clean to some kind of jerk, typically push jerk, to a back squat, to a power jerk, and that's just one rep. So first round, you got 5 bear complex, and then from the bear complex, you go to my absolute most hated favorite movement, the dumbbell, the dumbbell power clean. Dude, I got wide brain so bad right now, I can't even think straight. Can't even talk. All right. So first round, bear complex 5, then on to the dumbbell power cleans at 50 for 10 reps. And everything's descending, so descending by 5 reps total until you get to the end. So bear complex, you go 5 down to 1. Actually, first round, bear complex 5, dumbbell power clean 10, and slam balls for 15. And the slam balls were by far the worst part of this whole thing, especially from a breathing standpoint. I probably could have gone up on triple extension, like really get full extension on the ball, the slam, but man, got to conserve some energy, which really I'm not thinking too much. I'm just thinking pick it up over my head and slam it to the ground and repeat. So 15 of these, and that's with you're supposed to have an actual slam ball with these. Those are a little bit smaller. Typically they're black. I mean, they come in different colors, but they're a little bit smaller in these, and they're filled with sand. This is just a wall ball, but it's at the same weight, and I mean, yeah, you get a little bounce out of it, but man, it does die on impact as well. It's kind of it took a little bit to adjust to that ball, but here we go. Now I'm on to 4 of the bear complex. So the second round. So the second round, 4 on the bear complex, 9 on the dumbbell cleans, 14 on the slam balls. And I broke these. I got to where I just broke my bear complex into singles. I had a little, I got a little strange feeling in my bicep, my right bicep. Nothing too, I mean, it's not serious, but just a little tweak. And, so I figure I better just try to break these down into singles and just, treat these as their own individual rep. So, knock these 4 out, and I'm on to the dumbbell cleans. Honestly, my bear complex got back. It's like I finally got like my elbows and everything finally got like loose, and I caught it in a front rack a lot better, on the rounds of 3 and the 2 and then the 1. But it took a minute. But yeah, the dumbbell cleans, we got 9 here. Here's a little nugget of information that maybe some people might not want you to know. But if you want to try and be as efficient as you can with these dumbbell cleans, grip the dumbbell at the foot of the dumbbell. So that way the majority of the dumbbell is pointed towards the ground. So the head of the dumbbell touches the ground, and whenever you come to clean it up, it's a little bit of momentum, kind of swinging it back a little bit. You might call it a cheat. I call it being smart. So yeah, try that out if you're doing this movement. The dumbbell cleans will take a lot out of you. I mean, it's just, the whole thing's just hard on the lungs, man. But 14 slam balls coming up. Nothing was really like, the only thing that was suffering during this was my breathing. You know, like it was really taxing on the lungs. But yeah, and also, I mean, you're doing the same hinge, like you're bending over at the waist and the hips every single movement of this workout. So your butt's gonna hurt a lot. And I did, you know, this goblet squat thing on, you know, a couple days ago prior to this, and I'm still feeling it. Glutes, hamstrings, a little bit of quads, you know, but oh well. On to my set of 3 of the bear complex. Right here is where it started to feel a little bit, you know, better. If you're doing this movement and you've never done this movement before the bear complex, I recommend starting lighter than 135, just because if you're not used to having the bar come down behind your head to catch it in a back rack position, you might want some lighter weight on there just so you can control the bar a little bit more. And then once you get to where, you know, you're a little bit more comfortable with, you know, all the aspects of the movement, then you can add a little bit more weight. But yeah, just if you're coming down, make sure you don't knock yourself silly by hitting, you know, yourself in the back of the head with the bar. It's doable. I've seen it happen. I've done it. It hurts. So yeah, 3 of the bear complex onto I sound like the butthead. 8 dumbbell power cleans. You know, this, I will say, as taxing as this was on, you know, just the diaphragm and everything, it did kind of act as, I mean, I did feel rested a little bit during this movement, as strange as that sounds. These were a lot better. I should have done the Nicki Minaj thing right there on that dumbbell sitting up. If I, you know, wasn't worried about time, I might have tried it. Probably would have failed, but anyways, 13 slam balls here. If I could just, you know, stop sucking wind, you know, and get the move. There you go. Oh, that's weak, dude. You couldn't crack ice with that, man. Come on now, let's go, slam it. Yeah, I'm not really like toasted here, but you know, I'm not trying to, like, you know, break concrete by slamming the ball either. You know, I did figure out finally, kind of like, you know, like, oh, hey, you know, I can catch it. Here's the bounce, you know, so I kind of got the rhythm down a little bit. Oh, man, talking is hard right now. Oh, okay. Knocking these slam balls out. About to get into my round, you know, my 4th round. And we got 2 on the bear complex coming up. Like I said, guys, this looks awful on paper. It looks absolutely terrifying on paper. But, you know, as you get going and you know, rounds start descending in the reps, you know, it's not like super terrible, but you just kind of have to grit your teeth and just like bury yourself in it, because if you don't, yeah, it will get you. So you just got to be tough. Try to knock yourself out and capitalize on the lower rep rounds. There's really nothing I would change about this workout either. I mean, for the most, I wish I had an actual slam ball, but you know, this was a good little test for me just to kind of see where I'm at. It's not a benchmark workout or anything, you know, but it's a good little test for me to kind of see where I'm at, you know. And yeah, I feel like I'm making progress, especially on the dumbbell cleans. You know, I did that movement maybe like a week and a half or so ago prior to this day, and it just looks, it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. Like, I got smoked on it. So I was happy to see that it went a little bit better here. Wasn't as many reps, but still, you know, it can still roast you pretty good. But getting these things knocked out, I think it's 7. Yeah, it's 7. And then 12 slam balls. You want a strategy? There's really 2 strategies when it comes to this portion of the workout. Really, there's 3 right here. Number 1, don't T-bow. That's a big deal. Don't Tebow. Tebow's not going to get you, a better time. Who knows? Maybe Tebow is what got me through the rest of the workout. I don't know. But here we go. Knocking out 12. I think I broke it down into 6. I would love for a workout where I could just go completely unbroken on all my movements. And I feel like we're getting there, but every day I'm trying to like beat myself to a pulp, and I don't know. There are some workouts out there that maybe if I backed off a little bit, I don't know. I might be able to get a better idea of where I'm at. But anyways, last round, 1 rep on the bear complex. Notice there, I am jerking everything. A jerk is where you hinge in the hips, you bend in the knee, and when you catch it in the same position as where you started. So 6 on the dumbbell power cleans, head all the way to the ground. Get these things knocked out. Move on to the 11 slam balls. Man, and I wish I'd have just picked the stupid thing up and just started rolling. I should have. I really should have, looking back on it. That's the one thing I changed about this workout is this last round, just take my own advice and just bury myself. It's just 11 reps. 1, 2, 3. Come on, you big dummy. 4, 5, 6. Take a rest. Go 5 straight. I think I'll go 5 straight. I better go 5 straight. If I don't, I'm gonna do so. 7, 8, 9. 2 more. 10. Pick it up. 11. Guys, appreciate you checking this out. ZP Glory Stories. Got a lot of good things coming your way. Catch you guys later.